Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mr. Yuck, and welcome back. So I've been playing Battlefield 2042 over the weekend, and in this video, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it. Battlefield 2042 itself, all-out warfare, is pretty lacking. For one, there's only two game modes that you can choose from, either Conquest or Breakthrough. And there's no variant of either one of them. There's no strategic conquest, tactical conquest, conquest large, or conquest small. It's just conquest. And the same thing goes for Breakthrough. There's no grand operations or shock operations. It's just breakthrough. That's all you get. And there's only 7 maps in Battlefield 2042 All-Out Warfare. And there's no map rotation. So once the match is over, it'll take you back to the main menu. And from there, a countdown timer will start because it's trying to find a new game for you to jump onto. And before the round starts, a timer starts. And you only have a limited amount of time to pick your specialist and your weapon. If you don't already have that done, you're SOL and stuck with whatever specialist and weapon that's on there. You can redeploy when you spawn in, or wait until you die to pick your weapon and specialist. Once that timer's over, it throws you in the match, regardless if you're ready or not. Battlefield 2042 doesn't have a scoreboard that you can pull up and see how well that you're doing compared to everybody else. They have a scoreboard with all the squads on there, so you can see how well your squad's doing compared to all the other squads. And the individual scoreboard that just shows you your kills, your assists, and your deaths. But you don't get a comparison to anybody else in the match. Battlefield 2042 doesn't have an in-game chat, so if you're not talking to anybody on Discord or the party chats on the console, you're not talking to anybody. And it sucks on hazard zones when you're playing with randoms, because you can't even communicate with them. And there's no in-game stats tracker. So you can't check your kills, your deaths, your score per minute, your longest headshots, and so on. It doesn't even tell you in game how long your headshot was, like in previous Battlefield games. And there's only 22 weapons in Battlefield 2042. You get 3 pistols, 4 SMGs, 4 assault rifles, 2 LMGs, 3 marksmen, 3 snipers, and 3 utilities. And they're all unlocked by rank. And the last weapon to unlock is at rank 60, the last bolt action rifle. And the maps are huge in Battlefield 2042, even on Breakthrough. And the objectives are pretty much out in the open, so you gotta worry about tanks, choppers, planes, and 64 enemies shooting at you. There's a glitch in Battlefield 2042 that really messes up your scope. For example, if you have an 8x scope on there and you have a foregrip, if you equip the bipod, your 8x scope seems like it drops down to a 4x. Before we move on to Hazard Zone or Portal, I just want to say I am enjoying my time playing Battlefield 2042. And playing on the PlayStation 5, I haven't encountered any game-breaking issues. There's a random glitch here or there, or a random connection error. But other than that, there hasn't been anything really noticeable. The overall gameplay for me has been pretty smooth. And I'm not making this video to shit on Battlefield 2042. I'm just telling you guys my experience and what you can expect if you do purchase Battlefield 2042. Battlefield Hazard Zone. Battlefield Hazard Zone is a fun game mode. I probably won't play it every time I jump on Battlefield 2042, but every now and then, sure. The thing about Hazard Zone is that you need dark market credits to purchase better weapons and equipment. So if you suck and your team sucks, you're not going to be making that much dark market credits. So if you face off against teams that are actually good and have dark market credits, have better equipment and weapons than you, it's not going to work out in your favor. Now you start off with basic weapons and equipment. Everything else has to be purchased. They give you standard weapons that don't have any optics on it. So you're running around with the iron sights. So if you got medium to long range engagements, them iron sights aren't going to really work for you. And like I said previously, there's no in-game chat. And if you're playing with random people, you're not going to be able to talk to them and communicate what you guys need to do in order to win the round. And once you jump into a new game, you have to repurchase everything. And if you don't have dark market credits, you're not going to be able to buy the weapons and equipment that you want. And another thing that you have to consider, if you don't have enough dark market credits, do you buy equipment to help you, or do you buy equipment to help your team? And if you're playing with random players, do you think your team's buying equipment to help the team? Or do you think they're buying equipment to help themselves? So if Hazard Zone is interesting to you, you might want to get in there and get them dark market credits. Because if you come in there later on, you're going to get your ass handed to you by people that purchase their loadouts from All Out Warfare. Battlefield Portal. There's not much to say about it, but Battlefield Portal will probably carry the whole Battlefield 2042 game. One thing bad about Portal is that their guns are awful. It's been a long time since I played Battlefield 3 or Battlefield Bad Company 2, but I don't remember those guns in those games being terrible. You can see the bullets come straight out and then they curve up or curve out. Some of the bullets ain't even coming out of the barrel. Battlefield 3 and Battlefield Bad Company 2 are my favorite Battlefield games ever. It's very disappointing. It's like wanting a gift all year long, and when you're finally unwrapping your presents, it's just a cheaper made version of the one that you wanted. And if you ever played the original Battlefield 3 or Battlefield Bad Company 2, you'll understand what I'm talking about. You'll understand doing a mag dump on somebody and only hitting them a few times, just for them to turn around and blast you in the face with a shotgun or a DMR. And really, that's the only frustration I have with Battlefield Portal. You know, with everything that I talked about in this video, I still don't regret buying Battlefield 2042. Although it does need a quality of life patch and a game patch, I'm still having a blast playing Battlefield 2042. And everything mentioned in this video can be fixed. And like I said, I haven't experienced any game-breaking bugs or glitches. It's been a pretty solid launch for me. And the way I see it, I didn't abandon Battlefield Hardline or Battlefield 5, so I won't be abandoning Battlefield 2042. Well, that's it for today, bud. So if you think this video deserves it, hit that like button. And while you're at it, consider subscribing. It's free to you, and it helps me out a lot. Alright guys, I'm Mr. Yuck, and I'll talk to you in the next video.